Hi, Amber. Sending you much love in the Macau. Hopefully everything looks okay and sounds okay and is okay. When I declared this morning that I was going to go live tonight for the first time in over 2 months, I admittedly did not check that all of my streaming software was up to date. So, I did a lot of quick updates when we got home from work, and hopefully I have everything set up. But hey, it wouldn't be a return back from the annual hiatus stream without a few hiccups, so we'll keep our hopes high and expectations low. Like I said on Instagram, I don't have a lot of time tonight for this, technically. It is a Friday night. Normally that would be prime time. However, I work tomorrow. So, yeah. There have been a lot of 6-day work weeks lately. Technically 7 if you count the fact that I work my second job, not this one, every Sunday night. Technically, I've just been working 7 days, but when I say 6-day work week, I mean at the bakery. As always with the first stream back, I'm always very prepared to just talk and nothing else, but it doesn't really make sense if I don't have people here to talk to, and I would absolutely love to get y'all up to speed on everything that has happened while you've been gone, while I've been gone, would be more suitable to say, and all the things that have happened, part of why my break was longer than I anticipated. I thought for sure a month. I really did. I posted on Instagram saying I'm gone for a bit, officially on the 28th of June, but let's be honest, I had already been gone for a little bit at that point, and I really genuinely thought that I'd be able to start up again at the beginning of August. Haha, that was a funny joke. It really does seem like at least once a year I hit a busy season, typically end of summer, early fall, where everything's just like hitting the fan and it's like crunch time. I genuinely am hoping that this is one of the final years of that, though, because I've been doing a lot of work balancing my calendar. Nate and I have done a lot of organizing in our household, and a lot of the commitments that are normally crammed into a little bit of time have actually been spread out over a lot of time, and you know, just life admin in general has been doing great. But again, we can talk about that in streams in the future, because I'm hoping that going live tonight is not a one-off. In regards to other streaming news, one of our favorite games here on the channel, Stardew Valley, is officially the most highly reviewed game on Steam, overtaking Portal 2 after many years, so happy to see that. While I was away from streaming, I wasn't only away from streaming, I was also away from gaming asterisk. I say asterisk because I did make the time as per usual to maintain my long distance friendship commitments that I have blocked in on my calendar. So Jen and I have officially completed Bokura 2, the sequel. There are some videos up on the VOD's channel if you're interested in seeing the first Bokura games, but they are it's a co-op puzzle game where both players are seeing the world differently. The same developer came out with a sequel called Bokura Planet, and we mostly enjoyed the shit out of it. And if you have either seen someone play or have had played the first Bokura game, highly recommend playing the second one. Highly recommend. I went into it thinking, okay, well, how's this gonna work? Because like the novelty, will the novelty still be there? It is really interesting how they built on the same concept that they set up in the first game, but while making it completely its own, completely new. Absolutely love it. Jen and I did 100% the first game. We haven't done that for Bokura Planet yet, but we hopefully plan to basically see what the opposite of all our choices were in a second playthrough, because, you know, decisions do matter in the game, it appears. Or we hope it appears, we assume it appears based on our experience with the first one. And then maybe a secret ending, hidden achievement, we'll see, like the first game maybe. So there was a little bit of that kind of gaming. But in regards to all of my regulars, essentially any game that I regularly stream and any game that I've ever uploaded onto either channel on YouTube, I haven't played. The irony of that, the 2, 3, almost 4 months, for sure 2, maybe 3 if we round up, months that I've been off, not streaming. Basically every fucking one of those games has come out with a major update. In fact, let me look at my Steam library real quick. Let's just walk through my favorites tab, okay? So, I haven't been playing a lot of Balatro. I have been playing a lot of Haste. You've never seen me play Haste. You're going to today. I've spent, let's see, 85 hours in the last 3 months playing. It's been the only game that I have made any time for my schedule. I really liked that the levels were so fast, and in a game called Haste, that's kind of what you'd hope for. My brother got me on this game. He said, hey, I'm playing this. I bet you'd like it. The storytelling, like, is really cool. And while, yes, the storytelling is cool, and I really love the storytelling, I finished the story fucking hours ago. I am now grinding. I have 2 achievements left out of 29. Ember. 49 months. I feel like 50 is a scary number. Oh, thank you for the prime. That is so nice. I miss you so much. And happy belated birthday to Tiny Cat. I hope she was spoiled. By the way, there are new sub badges on the way. I've been working with Zweet, our lovely Norwegian lesbian artist across the sea, to get some new badges done. So look forward to seeing those soon. Yeah, I am achievement hunting Haste, and I figured, you know, first stream back, I should show you my hyper-focus game. The game that has been coasting me through the last few weeks. I don't play it every day. I will go like 4 or 5 days sometimes without even turning this computer on because I have so much other stuff going on. Palia! I'm recording this on the 12th, 2 days ago. One of the most exciting updates dropped, not to mention the 2 minor updates that came out post Elderwood launch. So the Elderwood came out, I played that, there were some patches and stuff, but, holy fuck shit. The Barnes and Briars update is now available in Palia. I haven't even booted the game up to see any of these new ones yet, but I did hear that the servers were down for a little bit, so that kind of deterred me from turning it on the 10th, like when the patch came out. Animals. Husbandry. Oh, fuck yeah. And not to mention there's still stuff from the post-Elderwood, pre-Barnes and Briars updates that I still haven't fucked around with. So there is a ton more content, and there's more quests and all sorts of stuff over in Palia that I haven't even touched. And it is high on the list. We'll circle back to that. The Sims has done updates. We don't really care. Slime Rancher 2 has finally announced their full release date while I was gone. Literally right at the end of July. It's coming out in 11 days, September 23rd. So I might have another Slimeathon this year. We haven't had a Slimeathon in a long time, but it's always September. So fucking excited. Honestly, low-key, we might restart from scratch with the full release. There are loads of bugs fixes. Even after the last update came out with the new, it was the Into the Labyrinth update back in December. I still hadn't really fully explored everything that update had to offer either. And there was a new map space I hadn't unlocked yet. So, maybe start over? There are now achievements showing as available on the Steam page, even though you can't see what they are. So I think just a clean achievement hunt run would be great. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley has not updated. However, Concerned Ape did announce during my hiatus that there will be another update, because of course there is. He's just as in love with it as we all are. So, Supermarket Simulator is now fully out. It's just all the way out. Again, I only have 2 achievements left in the game. I would like to go back to Pink Mart. I booted up the game to make sure that a save file still existed, and then I closed it. That's literally all the time I had. I didn't want to start over. I don't know if I would have gone back to the game if I had to start over, because God, this is it's just taking so long. So yeah, there's like cars to buy, local shops to supply with. Craziness. What else? There was something else. Among Us, yeah. Cult of the Lamb! Cult of the Lamb announced. This is like a podcast with like just myself, and I'm like covering the news. Like recent events, but for 3 months. August 26th, Cult of the Lamb announced they are dropping DLC early 2026. This DLC is so fucking big. It is almost bigger than the whole original game plus its 3 free updates. So, this update will not be free. However, this game has been out for like 6 years and they have never fucking missed, okay? I think it's Massive Monster is the studio. Massive Monster loves this game. The community of Cult of the Lamb loves this game, loves them. There's just a lot of, it's a huge labor of love, and they gave us so much just for free. All these like major updates. I know I've not streamed it more than maybe once or twice on my channel, but it's because I was playing local multiplayer after that free update came out with Nate on his computer. So all of our achievements are currently on his, but then he lost interest, and then I was stuck, like, not on his save file. So even though my Steam page shows no time spent in the game and no achievements, I could just start over with y'all, and we could make our own little slime cult. I found out about that news while I was at work on my lunch break, and I literally went and gasped so hard that Nate came running in, going, give me his DLC. So yeah, anyone who says, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to pay for it," literally shut the fuck up. You're getting more than what you paid for in the original price of the game, so like don't even fucking worry about it, actually. And the game I'm about to show you, Haste, is made by Landfall. Landfall made the truck one, the Subway Surfers truck game. They also made Tabs, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. They also made Content Warning. You know Landfall. We love Landfall. World of Warcraft Cozy Style, they're adding houses. What? How have I not heard about that? Oh, and new games. Blueprints. High on my to play list. Jen in the Discord requested me to play a new game that she got me. I'm gonna play it on the day, hopefully, that she's like available to like hang out here. I'm not just gonna play it for her without her, you know? And then also, Date Everything was released. Now here's the thing. It's been sitting in my cart ready to go BAM! The whole time. And Jen and a couple other people told me that there are some bugs that are still in the game that have not been patched out, that have not been hotfixed, they've not been nothing, even though they're on their list of things to fix, haven't been fixed. It's been like over 2 months now since the game came out, and some of those bugs and glitches actually stop you from being able to complete the game. And I'm like, that's sad and sucks. I still want to support the studio put it out, though, because it's a huge undertaking. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But that's got to be kind of frustrating. But I want to play it so bad. I want to do it all. I've already seen a few of the characters, but I've not seen remotely close to all of them. I mean, there's over 100 datables in the whole game. So, in regards to the WoW update, I have people in my life who are wowers and are wowing around, and no one has mentioned the houses thing to me, and I feel like that is a thing that A, I'd want to know, and B, would be down to chat about. So that's weird. Well, now that the news segment of the podcast is out of the way, I'm going to show you my game. I'm also gonna... No, I've been playing... I'm gonna put the music up. A little bit. So that hopefully you can hear it. Should I just have it all the way? I should probably have it all the way. No, a little less than all the way. Like 75. Okay. Let's get a haste. Okay. Similar to Balatro, I'm going to pretend that no one knows at all what I'm talking about in regards to this game. Just know that I've spent almost 100 hours on it. Not even remotely close to the amount of hours I've spent playing Balatro or Cult of the Lamb or some of my other hyperfixation games. But Haste is getting really close. And also, I hate myself for achievement hunting it because I told myself and everyone who knew I was playing it that I didn't think I would. And now here we are. So, rather than showing you jumping straight into the grind I'm doing, I think we'll pick like a normal level, just like warm up and kind of explain the game to you with, show you how it would normally look like if you were to get it and start playing it like right now. And then we'll get into my achievement grind. 18 years! Is that just like an RNG thing? Is that a like save up in-game currency thing? Congrats! I mean, who wouldn't want to be riding a phoenix? You're not going to see any of the story of Haste in this playthrough. Like I mentioned, I've played it all. I've unlocked some skins. I've only got one more left to buy, and then I have every skin in the game. It is good to explain it from the beginning. Okay, great. RNG. Oh my god. 18 years of bad luck? Are you kidding me? Gross. Okay, I don't want to show you level 1 first, because that's a little bit too baby. Up there in the middle, that is where we're going to eventually end up. Level 10. There are only 2 mechanics in the game. Or 2 controls, I should say. What level are you? 3? No, 3 is too low. I want to do something like higher than 5. I'm diving down with the space bar. And I'm steering left and right my mouse. Either, left and right button will also work. Ooh, Shard 9. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's still... Shard 9 is literally the second hardest level, not the beginning. You can also use A and D or left and right arrow keys, but I do not. Okay, I have to remind myself this is a normal run. So I hit space to dive down, and you can change your speed based on the angle of your landings. That was a terrible explanation. Okay, so if I don't dive at all, I'm not always gonna hit on like a perfect angle. I have a left click button that activates this item. The Sage's Cowl gives me a little boost vertically and forward, little speed boost, plus some vertical. So that's where you hear that flap sound and that little ghostly wings show up. That's my little permanently equipped item. Every run has that. This is a little bit of a roguelike. I say little bit. So this is no hand, spacebar. That dive, when that angle changes, that's me holding on the spacebar. And anytime I'm swerving left or right, I'm moving my mouse left or right. I click left button, that sends the flap on. Now, how do I want to play this? Okay, so the recent update of Haste actually gave us all of these little level modifiers. It explains what each one does. You can kind of customize your run. You could customize your run. You could choose your next level, like, one at a time, or you could do the whole thing all in one chunk. This encounter, question mark, it could mean you play a challenge level. It could mean you get an item. It could mean something fortunate happens. It could mean something unfortunate happens. It's a gamble. Campsite, you get to restore health and talk to some people. Sparks is kind of my in-game currency for buying items. And then we have the shops or the research outposts where I can buy items. in my grind for achievements, I'm completely avoiding any health. My final achievement I need to do involves taking 0 damage in one entire level. So I'm avoiding these like the plague. And in that vein as well, the less I have to run, the less I can be hit. So if I could get as many rest spots as possible and as many outposts as possible, that's like, it's a freebie. It's a whole level that I don't really have to try. I can just walk right through, no problem. I don't have to run. I don't have to actually play the game, and I can get no hits. I want to avoid the gambles because some of these gambles will deduct health from me even if I'm a perfect little angel. Bad luck and a 1% drop rate. You can only attempt once a week per character. Oh my god. Please tell me you got it on the character you care the most about, because to me this feels like, oh, I finally got the garbage hat and it's in my JoJo save, you know? So completing fragments can get you some boosts. There's some difficulty add-ons, but we don't really care about the difficulty add-ons because honestly, I think I'm good enough where it doesn't matter. So we're going to avoid the health detriment. However, it does mean we're going to have a really difficult challenge level. So let me just select up to the challenge level and we will see what happens. One of my favorite reviews for this game says, best Sonic game that is not Sonic. Very good Sonic mechanics, but not Sonic, good Sonic. Something like that. And all of the skins that you can buy for this main character, her name is Zoe, are Sonic references. So, they knew what they were doing. Ah! An okay! The run's over. I gotta remind myself, this is not a run. In fact, just for fun, I might actually buy some items at the shop just to show you what is out there. The reason why I say it's kind of a roguelike is because after each completed shard, it's like that's like a level, multiple levels make up one shard. Oh yeah, I get a ranking based on how, you get a letter ranking based on how fast you finish the level. Speed is key. I don't remember what I was saying. Haha, it was about the game though, so I'm sure it'll come back to me. Oh, yes. After each successfully completed shard, you get anti-sparks. Sparks are only your currency while you're inside a shard. Anti-sparks, in the world map that you saw me in earlier where I was selecting this level, I have an anti-sparks in the top right corner in the same spot that my spark counter currently is. And you can use that to get permanent upgrades to your character. You can increase your luck stat. You can increase your energy charge rate. You can increase your energy bar maximum. You can increase your hit points. Oh, I would never hear the end of it playing a game that is deliberately not Sonic. Hi! So, these are some of the items we have to choose from. You can make different builds with your items, focusing on different things. You can also reroll if you decide you don't like anything you see. Here, there are 3 different types of items. There are triggered items, meaning when the cause happens, the effect automatically takes place. Most have a cooldown. This one does as well. It's just hard to see because of my camera placement. I apologize for that. But the cooldown is 0.1 seconds. There are activated items, which would involve me needing to click my right mouse button in order for it to activate. And then there are, I'm gonna save the rest of my money. I want the rich items later. Ooh, we got a chroma level! I can't tell. Ice? I think this is ice. Yeah, okay, there's ice shards. It's not the desert. That's sick. There's a lot of chroma levels where it's just like, it's just different colors than you would normally see. And it's kind of random. The rarest one that I've seen is the black and white, I think. I've only seen that one twice. This one's actually my favorite one. I think it's so pretty, all the sunset colors. The black and neon green one, I think I've only seen once, actually, so I take it back. I do like that some of the obstacles you can land on if you do it perfectly. We got all these creepy large ruins, lots of lore. Again, I'm showing you gameplay, but you don't really get to see the story. Plus, I kind of don't want to show you the story. I want you to explore it for yourselves, maybe. Slowly learning Sonic through osmosis from Quinn. How is encoding over... Sorry. What? There was a little flash of an alert in my OBS saying encoding overload, and then it disappeared. But it says I haven't dropped any frames, my CPU is good, my FPS is good. All of the numbers that are doing things look like they're doing the right things. I don't know why that showed up and then disappeared. Hopefully it's fine. How is wedding planning going? Ow. Well, good thing I'm not doing a try-hard run right now. It's only level 9. Oh, actually... Oh no. So every shard ends with a boss fight, as you might have seen on the world map earlier. I kind of forgot, until just now, what the boss is for Shard 9. And this is me remembering and reacting to that knowledge. May or may not be the hardest one, aside from the final overarching game boss, which we will do after this. I am glad you did not see anything weird. I also have never actually played a Sonic game. I also have only learned Sonic through osmosis, and I'm going to always describe it as that now. Okay, bottom right. It says boost rings appear ahead, like randomly, like that. Whee! And you know what else appears ahead? Random obstacles that are going to spawn in right in front of me like that. Those orange lasers. So the orange, it's kind of actually mean, very mean and very tricky that they're doing that, because one might want to dive toward a laser, hoping it is a boost ring, but it could in fact be one of those, an obstacle. How sneaky. We'll just ignore all of them. How about that? Those orbs, those rainbow orbs that are appearing over there on my left, those aren't the obstacles we're worried about. Those are just part of the challenge level. They're always here. 6 months! Congrats! We haven't even really started much. That's fair, since, you know, we weren't even dating proposed. It was slightly us joking until it wasn't. That is true. Alright, so as a reward for every challenge level, you get to pick between... I got a Spark, Dashers, and Activate item, and I don't like it. It's fine sometimes, but I like more control. Especially if I need to react to things spawning in. Dash through nearby sparks for 2 seconds, 90% damage reduction while dashing. My issue is, like, I need 0 damage, so we're not interested in that. On Enter the Fragment, restore 50 health. I'm supposed to be doing runs where I don't take damage, so again, not really paying attention to the health items. And then here I have, this one I will take, even for this example run, because on perfect landings, I have a 30% chance to gain 30% boost for 5 seconds. Now, if I increase my luck stat and get more items that increase my luck, that 30% chance will go up. Not to mention, this triggered item has no cooldown, which means on every perfect landing, there's a 30% chance. At this stage in my play, every landing should be perfect. It's not, but it should be. Okay, so we kind of locked ourselves into this path, unfortunately, because we had to avoid taking damage, so hopefully we'll see what that encounter gives us. I don't need sparks. The increased fragment difficulty, honestly, this is not a flex. I just can't tell. And I know it's new, but I really, really can't tell. Boost is double. Okay. I like to stop before the boss fight one, just so I have like 2 seconds to go. Okay, I'm ready. And then go for it. Maybe have a possible venue. Yay! Hey, us too! Depends on the budget, though. Okay, steel hat lining. Unactivate invulnerability for 7 seconds. Restore 35% of damage as blocked health. It's an activated item with a cooldown of 30 seconds. I don't like it. I should just get good. This is a legendary item, hence the sparkles. Plus 25% boost and on non-perfect landings lose 5 health. Not interested on being torn apart for my mistakes. And the treadmill, which I already have. And yes, you can get multiple of each item. And yes, I did unlock the have 3 legendary items in your hand at once achievement by having 3 of the same one item. It was very funny. That was a fun run. But yeah, I would like to save my sparks, frankly. And yes, I can re-roll, but if I only have 1,300 and I re-roll and a legendary item pops up that costs like 900 or 800, I can't do as much with that. We hate the missiles. And yes, they do actually target you. Let me know if you want the music louder, quieter, game louder, quieter. I tried to turn it up a little bit so you could enjoy the vibes, because frankly, I think the soundtrack slaps. I don't play with it as often because when I'm grinding away at practicing my achievement run, I'll have like some sleep deprived or something up in the other screen, so I turn my music off for that. Ooh, 9020's Hotel. That so sounds like your vibe. I love that. That sounds so cool. We want something very like unique, rustic, maybe vintage as well. Thought it'd be really easy to find something in the city. Turns out no. We're just gonna fly right above that sun. Oops, went too far. Ha ha ha. Hopefully that didn't slow me down too much. It is funny how much airtime there is in a running game about running. But that's okay. Restaurant, bar, huge ballroom. There are some really cool bar wedding venues in our... Welcome back, me. Ember, would you like the honors? Or shall I? Oh, well done. Welcome back, you got to use your weapon. Dude, I'm so sorry, what were you saying? Oh yeah, we're talking about wedding venues. There are some really beautiful, unique, cool, amazing restaurant bar locations in our city that like aesthetically check every box. They have some really good packages that include really good menus, but they're so small! And just our family alone is way too enormous. So this is one of the challenge levels. Not challenge levels, what are they called? I mean, I guess they are challenge levels. Not like the black glowy ones we just did, but... we got lucky. Nothing that cost us health, and frankly, this is, in my opinion, like the easiest one to complete, so... Not taking damage, yay. I know we've already taken damage this run. I'm just trying to mitigate the damage and stay that damage-free mindset. Alright, now I have over 2,000, so if I want to reroll, I will. Tight schedule. On close call, minus 0.25 seconds to all cooldowns. I historically love reducing my cooldowns to problematic amounts. I currently don't have any cooldowns, though. That's a Spark Dasher again, and the Void Charger gives me energy. You know what? I'm gonna buy the tight schedule, and then just manifest some... A third treadmill? Are you serious? That gives me health. That gives me health. I don't care. This is a close call as well, but I don't care about spawning boost rings. I should just be good and fast enough. I don't care about health. 10% boost for 5 seconds on a close call is helpful. I'll use it. Ooh! I love intangibility. Gaining sparks. I'm taking damage against sparks. I will get intangibility for the pure reason that I have good history with her. Oh, this is one of the new update maps. It's mushroom time, so me turning blue like that, that's the intangibility item I just got. I guess I should have explained that better, huh? Per point of energy used. Energy is what I use to activate the cowl ability, my left click. That's the yellow bar above my health in the middle. I get 0.15 seconds of invulnerability. So anytime you see me glow blue, that is the invulnerableness. when I'm doing practice runs like this, I also, if I do buy items, because part of the achievement I'm trying to get, is to complete the final level and boss of the game without using any items or taking any damage, and all levels must be S rank, and all my landings have to be perfect. Yeah, that's one achievement. Yeah. I try not to buy items that, like, drastically alter my run, unless the run is already, like, so fucked and so thrown. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. So, if the vibes are off, then we'll send it, but, if not, we'll just keep going. Not entirely impossible it end up being a 100 person guest list. That's fair. Ours is... Yeah, Nate's like, I want a small wedding, and I went, well, we don't have small families, so how is that possible? And a huge priority for me with our guest list is that my friends are actually there, because my first wedding, I was basically not allowed to have more than 5 friends there. A lot of my very, very best friends, like, and people I would have loved to invite and celebrate with, were not there, not present. Yeah, our guest list is already over 200 with only family, and that's not all the family. That's just all the family that we put on the guest list. It's tough. My first wedding, I was about the 200 guest mark. Okay, we have 2 legendaries. We don't want either one of them. Wingspan gives me 25% boost, which is huge. Huge boost to speed. But I would lose 5 health on every close call. I love close calls. An experimental autopilot will automatically try to avoid obstacles. You can activate it. I've tried it once and I just don't like it. They've patched it since then, but I still don't trust it. And on a close call, all non-perfect landings become perfect for 5 seconds. That's fun. Especially because on perfect landings, I have a 30% chance to gain 30% boost for 5 seconds. And now I have this, where after a close call, if I don't land perfectly, gives another opportunity to activate the secret technique instructions. This is another cooldown clock, which is hilarious, because again, I still have no cooldowns, but I have reductions. We don't care about restoring health. If I get hit, I deserve it. It's kind of funny to just have 2 cooldown reducing items before any items that have a cooldown. Maybe I'll get 1. That will be awesome. I'll take the boost. Singular time. It really is the only time. And sometimes grads. I feel like grads and weddings. Because, like, yeah, I'm sure you would love to celebrate with me, but where are you gonna sit, fam? Who's paying for this shit? Ow. I've been getting so much better at dodging their little legs. Ow! I say after hitting them twice in a row. I really like the track levels. Ow, never mind, no I don't. Ooh, that really threw off the vibes of the run. I might have wrecked it. I might say fuck around, find out. Farm weddings, yeah. Someone who has a big backyard, please. Thank you. Part of me loves the idea of a backyard wedding. However, it is very peculiar that I so desperately want a wedding that has everyone I want there. And yet, I am like the introvert of introverts. I will be overstimulated for the whole day. And I think I'll like it. Wah! Ooh, good thing I activated my invincibility. That was very close. I did not like that. Good thing we're doing a warm-up. I should not have taken that many hits, but I'm distracted. Honestly, I wasn't sure if... We're not doing that. I genuinely was not sure I'd even be able to read chat and play at the same time, but I think we're doing okay. Feel free to tell me otherwise. Encoding overload. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. It popped up again. What does that mean? I didn't change that. I updated OBS. Did you change it without me telling you? OBS. I thought my encoding settings were already optimized. Why would you change it? Unless my computer of Theseus is slowly dying, that would be sad. We only have 2 parts to replace, not including the chassis, for it to be a completely new computer from when we built it. Gonna use the hell out of my invincibility here, because I do not like the missiles. In fact, an amazing run, good RNG, would be no missiles in a whole level. Okay, got some time. Oh, I missed a text. Oh, sweet. I just gotta ride home from work tomorrow. Alright. There are 3 types of bosses in the game. And then there's the final boss, which is none of these types. The snake is the hardest of the 3 types. There are 9 levels before the final level. I should have known that would happen. With the final boss, that was me losing a heart because I took so much damage. Shit. Basically, it's the 3 types of bosses, each with 3 levels of difficulty. So there's an easy snake, there's a medium snake, and a hard snake. This is the hard snake, and that is what she said. Now, you haven't seen him yet, so let me take you there. The plumes of smoke are him. And I don't think I'll need to explain to you why or how he is a more difficult boss. And if you're really interested, I can show you one of the other ones. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Shit. Okay. Reset. I have to recharge my energy bar. Because I need to... Shit. As I spend it all immediately. I need to be able to jump to pass this. I also low-key need to lock in. I haven't done this boss in a long time. Daisy is at my ankles as I say that. On cue. Thank you, honey. Nate is the one giving you snacks, so don't know why you're bothering me. Okay, I'm at like half. Whoa, what? Shit, threw off my groove. Alright, here we go. Oh, he sped up. There we go, boom. I have to hit him in the back of his head. You'll get a good vantage point of what he looks like from up here. After each hit, he speeds up. Oh shit, I had no boost. Ooh, that was close. I have a really hard time gauging when a blast zone is dissipating and it's okay for me to touch it versus I shouldn't touch it. Okay. Shit. Oh. If I hadn't gotten hit right before... Okay, now I can't get hit again. I'm gonna reset. God, I forgot how... Again, the plumes. I forgot how hard this guy was. I might not even pass this shard. That would be so embarrassing. But then again, it's not like I've redone this shard since beating him. And it took me 3 tries, I think, to get it. So this is his body that we're on. It's moving. It's snaking. It has guys... Shit! It has guys on it. These little things that, like, pop up. Wah! All these okay landings are not it for me. There we go. I'm kind of cheesing it by using my boost so much and not actually, like, playing the game by how they want me to play. But I would much prefer to intercept the guy. You can sometimes glitch through the bottom of his head to hit the target on the top of his head. That's been satisfying when it happens. I'm not going to do that today because I only have 2 hearts and I want to get back on track to my achievement grind. The achievement grind is only for the 10th level, like the final one of the game. That didn't count? Are you shitting me? Hello? What? Like, square in the face, and they're like, nah. Actually, you didn't. Come on. I need this. Alright, that's 2. 1 more hit. Okay, I need the map to calm down. I need to stay alive. Need to stay alive. Holy shit. Note to self, let's not do Shard 9 ever again, ever. Not to mention, the game is multiplayer, and per the amount of multiplayer people added in your lobby, it will add health to your boss. So I have to do 3 hits to kill this snake. If I had 1 more player in my lobby, ow! It would take 4. And so on and so forth. I could only imagine the hell. Come on, let's go! Yes! Oh, Kitten's got snack. Hi, Keela. Good girl. You go to the hotel, you have tiny event rooms. You could rent one if it's a quiet room. Oh, that's the thing. A safe space, a quiet zone. Hell yeah. That's a terrible ratio. So right now, my average is, out of my total number of landings, I will have 40-ish that are not perfect. I need that number to become 0. But on the 10th level specifically, and that was the 9th. So, shall I take you to the 10th? One I actually care about. I had a huge, huge win today. I, for the first time, only had 1 not perfect landing in the final boss's level specifically. And because I have completed levels before with all perfect landings, technically, in totality, it means I possess the skill to be able to do it all together. There's also disaster levels. I've done all those already. I beat them all. You can't actually go all the way up here unless you've done it already. They are pretty hard. I will show them if you want, but for achievement's sake, it makes the most sense we do it this way. Final shard! AKA Shard 10. Alright. Now, let's see how far we can get with all perfect landings. Again, I'm averaging about 40-ish. Why did I do that? Hang on, hang on. That was... As soon as I tried to throw the needle, I realized I shouldn't have done that. Unless the vibes are really off, I will give a single seed 3 chances, and then if not, then I will just reset to a new seed. But that was on me. There was absolutely no reason for that behavior. Huh? What? Did I blink at the wrong exact precise frame moment? The tree was way over there. Way over there. Weird. Okay, well. This is the part where I'm really curious to see if the Xyla tried and true method of, I'm better at trying to achieve the specific thing while I talk thing will be true or not, because this is probably, and like, it's not, oh god. It's not say the vibes are off. Immediately, second landing, not perfect, hello? Like, a few shards in, sure, but level 1? Ugh. That one was only good. You see why this is hard? This is probably the most skill-required game I've ever tried to achievement hunt in my cozy achievement hunting career. I use the word career very loosely, but it is technically accurate. Oh! Hi, Keela! Do you want the door open or do you want attention? Because, just for your knowledge, the door actually is already open. If you just put your tiny little paw in it, it would move immediately. Well, you know what? I never did finish Achievement Hunting Slime Rancher 1, and it was mostly because there were some speedrun achievements that were just kicking my ass, and I just could not get it. That is pretty skillful, but I don't know, this one achievement is such a... Like, the devs knew they were being mean when they made it, you know? I don't think they care. Alright, I need to show Keela that the door is open. Give me 2 seconds. Keela? The door is right here, honey. You being dramatic about the door. You need it closed? Okay, I'm gonna keep it cracked. The best part is, I've seen her open that door. I've caught her doing it. In fact, I've even caught her reaching for the handle one time. One time. Alright. Some seeds will not give you an option for not taking health damage all the way up. So, for these attempts, immediately, I will reset if it's not going to be possible. So let's see if it's possible, and we'll select levels up to halfway, because then I will know, if it's worth my time, basically. Like, if I, like, fail, and the vibes are off before I've hit halfway, then I'll probably reset, and if not, I'll go all the way to the end just to, like, make the attempt at the boss fight worth my while. I just now discovered I could do that. I didn't know. Okay, so at a glance, I'm only seeing red in 3 places. This one is boost is halved. This one is minus sparks. This one is minus sparks. Is there no minus health on this whole thing? If so, awesome. Oh, there's one right there. Right after that one. Okay, so we want to stick to the right. We don't care if boost is halved. We just need to be good. Okay. There's potential here. Let's see. Alright, I want to avoid... Oh, so sorry. I was calling 2 things challenge levels. Encounters can result in a challenge level, but this is avoid fragment. The black ones are just a higher increased difficulty, but I will get an item from it. Thing is, this run for this achievement needs no items, so we want to avoid those, plus it's a higher difficulty, so blah blah blah. Avoiding. That also has minus health. It's just hard to see, because it's blue. Okay. Safe. 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 A lot of safe levels. This is a gamble, though. So I could either take my hand at the gamble, or I could try the challenge. Now, here's the thing. If we get to the gamble level, and it turns out that it's an unlucky thing, I can reset on the same seed and just try the path on the left. Or just a new one altogether. Take the free sparks. Now, I want a safety. Sparks. Complete the fragment, choose items. I can decline items, so I don't have to take them. And then 10% increase the collapse speed. I am running from the end of the universe. Did I mention that? I'm not just running. If I stop running, the end of the end of the universe will eat me. I'll show you later. Ooh, see, that one's gonna be hard. Increased difficulty and additional obstacles are appearing ahead. This fragment is plus 5% boost for the entire shard, which means that's the same. Yeah, I don't want to do another gamble, so I'll just take the boost. 100 health, doesn't matter, we shouldn't get hit anyway. plus 50% sparks. Okay, now we need to avoid the left, so we'll go campfire, spark, shop, plus 50% sparks collected. We'll have to do another gamble, but it's better than losing 100 health right off the rib. 400 sparks. No gamble, shop, normal, shop. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked that. Oh well. I meant to only select half. We'll see. We'll go by vibes. Welcome to the rest spot. This is the hungry Weebo. Weebos are little creatures. If you give him an item, he'll give you another item back. We're not going to talk to him much, or his accordion, because I'm doing no items this run. So no, you will not see any. This is Dalil, a little robot, and Gan or Jan. I think Jan. They're the ones who are always at the shop. The thing is, I'm very surprised because even after I completed the story, there was still new dialogue at these campfires for all characters. That one was not. There was no exclamation point. I've seen that dialogue before. But I will frequently run past the other characters that are in this game, and they have question marks or exclamation points. Oh my god. Oh my god. If I had taken damage there, oh, I would have been pissed. That would have been terrible vibes. There's nothing worse than, like, going, oh, you know what? This seed actually has a route that looks really good and isn't that detrimental to me. Awesome. Spend the whole time picking it out and then load in and then get hit in the face immediately with a missile or some bullshit. Or just land weird. Tiny cat enter step siblings. Aww. I still love Cowboy Miku and Hatsune Bebop. Fucking hilarious. Aww. A good landing. How terrible. We're not using sparks because we're not buying items for the achievement. Oh, really? Remember how I said if the gamble is bad, we might have to... Oh, poor guys. This case, so this gamble, it's not like, oh, we're definitely for sure gonna take damage, but it's called dangerous place, let's be real. I have like a 50% success rate. Only 6 pounds! Angel. Never done anything wrong. Here's the thing. If I choose the right direction, I can survive. Usually? Nope. Vibes are off. We're gonna choose the left on the bottom half this time. And then right on the top half. We'll see if that helps. A good landing. Never mind. This shard is done. Dead. New run. I promise, before the stream is over, I will go all the way to the final boss of the game. At least one time. For my own practice and for your own education attainment. Yes. Just like the good old days. Forcing myself to suffer through a game, but for fun! That was a hard read. God damn it. Vibes are off. Makes a mistake. The vibes are... The vibes? Bitch, just be better. I have a bad habit when I'm restarting to kind of forget that I don't have the wings. Like I did just now. And they are full grown. Oh, she's just that little. Was she a teen mom? Was she a teen mom cat? Or is she just baby? Dude, what is with these terrible... Give me something that's not a desert. Dude, if I hadn't looked over the exact second it was going off and saw that you had redeemed something, that would have startled me greatly. Wah! I blame your boo. Also, I blame my headphone being out. Ooh! Okay. Nice little gimme. La 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 la. I got this track on the roof. An okay landing. Ugh. We have to give this seat another chance because it has a track in it. We like the track. Normally, track means easy breezy beautiful. Why am I not reading that right? I don't have to take the track, but it's fine. And look, I'm actually running in the running game when I take the track. Versus mostly airtime. Fuck, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I know I said each one gets 3 turns, but those were my fault. Okay, let's just not start on the track, okay? Let's just get some energy. It's level 1. We don't even know if the rest of the shard is okay or not. It could be filled with death. Oh, a good landing. Again, I typically expect myself to be able to get at least past the first level. No. Without anything less than perfect, but I guess the slight divide of my attention is too much. Was my first landing immediately not perfect? Now pay attention. Missiles on level 1? Ew, what terrible vibes. What negative aura. Ew. We survived though, we're amazing. Go us. Ding, ding. The other part that sucks is that, like, when you restart every time, you get to hear the same one song from the goated soundtrack. The soundtrack gets better and more hype, like, as the shard progresses. So if I keep restarting on the first one over and over and over, I get annoyed with this song eventually. / quickly. So immediately, a void fragment. Extra difficult. 50 health. Lost. So we have to go here. Boost half, 400 sparks for 150. I'll take the 150. Avoid the gamble. Oh, I can't avoid a gamble. I can avoid 2 gambles. And I'll switch to this side. Oh, but there's a gamble. Fuck. I can lose sparks. That's fine. I don't care. Losing health would be there. And on the left. God, we're really having to, like, thread the needle in regards to not clicking ones that are going to kill us. God, and there's so many void fragments. I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know. Feels kind of icky. I call the little cactuses in this level map the baby zombies of this game, and all the Minecrafters will know what I mean. Oh my god, I wonder how Phil's is doing. I hate having so many streamers I love in the UK. Well, no, not really, but I do not like the inconvenience of having a sleep schedule, therefore not being able to watch the people I like to watch. Just little. That's even cuter. I should ask my friend who has a tiny cat how much that one weighs, because in regards to cats that I've met and touched and loved in real life, there's one cat who I've met who's the tiniest of them all. And I have met a lot of tiny girl cats. Like, a lot. And this one is so small. Very much giving permanent kitten vibes. And not in, like, a Discord way. In a cat way. We're talking about kittens. Real kittens. Oh, and she's just the most precious thing. Oh, God. That was close. Didn't love that. We'd already failed on the perfect landing, so now we're trying to at least hit as many of the other boxes as possible, while still practicing perfect. Again, the achievement has 4 qualifiers. Technically 5, but 4 qualifiers, I think. And if we can hit more than 50% of them in a practice run, I'm happy. So, all S ranks, I tend to get that all the time. All S ranks. That includes challenge levels. All S ranks. You have to pass a challenge level for it to be classified as an S rank. If you fail a challenge level from an encounter, like the question mark ones. All S. All perfect. No damage. No items. So far, I have no items and no damage, and I've all S ranked. So even though I haven't landed all perfectly, we still go. You know what I mean? Not to mention, I've already got the achievements for... What are they actually called? Let me tell you what I already have. I've already completed Shard 10 with only S rank and without taking damage. I've also already completed the Untouchable achievement, which is completing Shard 10 with no items and without taking damage. So, like, I've done all these things separately with the exception of the perfect landings thing. Therefore, we ball. Don't worry, the game doesn't start this difficult. It also has customized difficulty settings built in, so if you really want to change it, make it easier for yourself, you can. I, of course, did no such thing. And my brother keeps asking me if I've tried the higher difficulties yet, and the answer is, aside from disaster level modes on Shard 10, no. No, I have not. Oh, Jover. Basically, I've been playing on normal, standard, this whole time. And I want to get all of the achievements while on normal / standard. And then, once I have all the achievements, I'll boost the fuck up out of that difficulty and see how I can do. See how she handles. Test drive. Joyride. Joyride. Oh yeah, I was saying a thought earlier related to the fact that I don't need sparks because I'm not buying items. However, along that map, sometimes they make you lose sparks. Sometimes you gain, sometimes you lose. So, sure, I could just ignore them entirely, but sometimes they lead me to a path or an angle that I don't have a good vantage point of, so to an extent, I want to grab them. I also want to make sure that I don't go into spark deficit, which I highly doubt is possible, but you never know. Plus, they make a fun little boop noise when you pick them up. You see how it... Ooh, and okay. Yucky. We hate to see it. Oh. Hi, Jeff. How are you? Welcome to Xyla's Hyperfocus game. I've only been explaining how it works for the last 45 minutes, so you don't have that much to catch up on. Better now. Yay! Same! Video games with my online friends. Turns out it gives lots of serotonin. Need that in my life and heart. Wish Jen were here and also Art. You are. You guys, I don't know if I mentioned it to you in the Discord when I announced the engagement and posted photos and stuff. It's because I have been, and yet not even remotely close to what my normal amount is for a lot. Does that make sense? Like, for example, I haven't even played 100 hours of this yet. But yes, you're right. It's so fun. I love it. Brain go. I don't know if I told you this when I announced the engagement and posted the photos in the Discord, but Nate flew out art from Edmonton. And she was fully at my proposal, watching and hiding from the bushes as a total surprise. Because here's the thing. I will tell you the whole story because of course we will. But frankly, I would like to tell the engagement story with Nate. I think you would also all enjoy it more if we were both telling our engagement story. Because it's more than just a paragraph, because of course it is. When have I ever been short-winded? Not once ever. Oh no! Okay. Only okay. I forgot that I ran out of boost. But anyway, yeah, I knew the engagement was happening, when it was happening, vaguely where, and, you know, the timeline and whatever. But I did not know that Art was going to be there. I knew that Nate wanted Jen to be there, and that Jen couldn't make it because her country is terrible at issuing passports on time. I knew that, but I did not know that Art was going to be there. So yeah, I cried way fucking harder at the surprise of Art being at my proposal than the actual proposal. But that's okay. I'll take the boost. To my knowledge, these items don't count towards the no items thing of the achievement I'm going for. Oh no. What oh no? Mushroom level! Oh, the Jen part, yes. Shh. Art did have Jen there on her phone. She video called it. And her passport came in 2 weeks after the proposal happened. So, yay. Means she can make it to the wedding in 4 or 5 years. But the timing was just a little bit too savage, you know? Sonic game, but not Sonic. The lore, by the way, is that I'm a letter courier, and I've always jumped between worlds, and I've never had any control of it, and then all of a sudden one day I noticed that the world was collapsing behind me. And we meet people along the way and try to figure out why is the universe collapsing? Is there anything we could do to stop it? And also, who are all you guys that I'm meeting? We hate this one. Additional obstacles appear ahead. We hate that one. Have you all tried Digger Heart yet? No! What is that? This, to this. Oh wait, if I do this, can you read the boxes better? No, the box shows up in the same spot. God damn it. Okay. I'll have a better time seeing them. Oh, that! Yeah, I did hear about that. Sorry. God, yes, I did hear about that. 4 or 5 years, but I hope it doesn't need renewed by then. I'm pretty sure it's good for 10 years. And if it does need to be renewed, I'm sure she will do it on time. Oh no, that's a health one. And that's also a health one. You see what I mean? How, like, I actually can't go through this seed without losing health. You see? So, this one has to be Jover. I have to end this one and we have to reseed. And you know what? Just because we have to reseed, would you like to see what the end of the world looks like? Will it let me stop running in the level? Maybe I'll just be really bad. Hang on. Let me hit everything ever. Okay, so immediately my speed has dropped from S to A. I'm like not hitting my button like at all. And now to B. And now to C. Back up to B. I haven't even done anything. I'm trying to be bad, except I need to not be so bad that I die immediately. But there's a button that, like, in the world... Roguelike Sonic but not Sonic. Yeah, exactly! I still got A. Oh my god. Ooh, if I turn around. I could turn around. So let me get good airtime, and then I just do this. There it is, see? Did you see it? I can do it again. Because we need to kill this run. We gotta kill this run. Do you see that spawn of that obstacle? Here, look. Yeah, see? This is the everything dying. Now, you can technically still run through this and out of it. Let's see whether or not I can recover. That'll be fun. One of the difficulty settings in the menu is increasing the speed of the collapse. Yeah. You can't really see that when I'm running forward. But also, genuinely, that is the first time I've ever done that. And look, I'm already back up at S rank, so it's not so bad. Look how far away it is. Alright, it's back. This is also kind of why I think I'll be okay if I increase the difficulty. Okay, we do actually have to we got new seed. New seed. It's actually, I think it's like $12. What was that in the distance? Did you see that? Huh. Oh. I hate having to go inside these spheres. They're historically a pretty good run killer for me, so not interested in that. And it's multiplayer. And because Landfall is a hilarious fucking game studio, they said, yes, here you go. Multiplayer for you. We recommend up to 4 players, but we made the lobby size infinite. Because why not? For fun. So I've seen some clips of like 30-player lobbies. It's been a few months now. I thought, oh, maybe they'll realize they have to change it. They have not, and they probably will not. Because they are epic. We love Landfall. I'm trying for the life of me to remember the name of the truck game. It's a punt. That's why it's really aggravating to me that I can't remember what it is. Truck shifter, shift truck, cyber truck, cyber shift, shift. God fucking damn it. It's gonna drive me crazy. I'm looking it up right now. One moment, please. Bear with me. And then I'll see if I have to... Oh my god, did Landfall also make Peak? Developer... Oh my god! Landfall's also the publisher of Peak. That makes so much fucking sense. Okay, let me just go to Landfall's page. You don't have to be in the tower! Yay! Okay, totally accurate battle simulator, which we talked about before. Peak. Stick fight the game. Rounds. Cluster truck! That's what it's called. Cluster truck. God, motherfucking damn it. Cluster truck. Okay, so we have health on the left. So we have here, go on the right. Health on the right. Okay, so let's make sure we can cross over from right to left. Increased damage taken. Good thing the damage will be 0. Avoiding the gambles. We go this way. As shown, it's plus 10. This is plus 10% increased collapse speed. Again, it's just behind my face here, so I'm just reading it to you. I just demonstrated that that's not a fucking issue. This one is discount on items. We're not buying items. This is negative 150 sparks and increase all damage taken. We don't care. Freebie spot. Plus 10% increase collapse speed. We don't care. Plus 50% sparks and fragment. Rest. Store. Rest. Store. Fragment. Assail and more sparks. Don't care. Minus 150 sparks. Don't care. Items. Okay, so no matter what, I have to do a challenge. I can either do I can do a void fragment with 5% boost, or I can do a void fragment with sparks. I'll just do sparks, because sometimes extra speed screws me up in those. And then I'll increase all damage taken again. Increased fragment difficulty in this one. A store. And then difficulty, or what's this? Boost half. Oh, I don't want to gamble though. Shit. I'm gonna have to do 2. Alright. Again, you don't have to choose them all. Oh, oops. Oops. Hang on. Ooh, a track. Beep, bop, boop, ba da bop. Beep, bop, boop, ba da bop. Guys, you see how long my hair is now? I said I was growing it out until my wedding. It's almost at the nips. I got 4 more years of growing to go. I've had to do a lot of work. Also, turns out I have wavy hair. Who knew? Again? Goddamn. Look how high the track goes up on that map. We do not need to ride that track. Actually, if you go up too high, it slows you down. It puts you inside the collapse, depending on how high it goes. So yeah. Just staying on the track is not usually the solution. But the lore. Oh no! I used up all my whatchamahoozits. It's fine. This seed is fine. We'll do this one. Have I taken my meds today? Well, I don't have medication, but I'm currently out of vitamins. I used to have my daily vitamins and such, and supplements that I take, and I'm literally okay, vibes are off. I'm completely sold out of all of them right now at home. I have to buy them after I get paid. My paycheck is gonna have a statutory holiday of 8 hours of labor on it. I'm very excited. My last paycheck had a 60-hour work week on it, so it should be pretty close to that. I say sadly as I remember that tomorrow is Saturday, and I am in fact still going to work. However, I don't have to go in Sunday anymore. I was gonna go in for 7 days, and now I don't have to. Because I did magical math that made it so. Helped also that we, you know, hired a new person fucking finally. Call is not ever mine to make. I'm like, hey, we could use some help. 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 They finally listened. Seriously? I can't do that one. I lose health either way. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna have to full send a run in order to get to the boss fight for you guys at least once. Goddamn. I will say, before streaming today, I have already defeated the boss 3 times. So, I have gotten some practice in, but I was having this weird thing of like, oh man, I said I was gonna get back to streaming today. I want to stream today. Oh, but I kind of don't want to stop playing Haste. And then I'm like, hey, doofus, maybe just play Haste on stream. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Right, I can do that. I have free will. Less than the usual meds, is that by choice or by circumstance? Or by accident? Accident falls into circumstance. Never mind. Okay, void fragment no matter what. We hate to see it. Let's check for health. Both sides again! Okay, well maybe if I go this way. Ugh, okay. Maybe. Let's see. Here to here to here. To here. Here to here to here. I don't like how many gambles there are either. Not as many shops. 20% collapse speed, I can live with that. Health, shop. Okay, it's possible. This has to be the one. Oh! I'm glad they're taking you off that. That's good. I took my meds. I was out of Weds for weeks for having 12. Oh no! Void fragment! That is bad and scary. I have some friends of mine that are on a lot of prescriptions and they're having some of our pharmacies are having issues with stuff being sourced. No one has told me it's because of the tariffs or related to them, but at this point, if anyone is saying to me they're having an issue sourcing something, I'm assuming it is tariff related. Oh, speaking of peak, actually, Jen and I have already started planning for Thankmas! Because we have our piercings to get, and she has already requested that we play peak this year, so we can look forward to that. No items for this run, thank you very much! Okay. We're just going. Final run. Even if I fuck everything up, we're gonna go all the way to the boss. What is that stuff that keeps showing up on the right? Oh, honestly, you probably can't even see it because my camera... I literally loaded up the game earlier and booted up OBS. And I was running around going, is my camera blocking anything? I feel like my camera is usually blocking things. Maybe I should make sure it's not blocking anything important that maybe other people would want to see. And I concluded that it was fine, and of course, as soon as I go live, realized, no, that could have been better. Maybe the left, because none of the explanation boxes pop up on the left. Just put myself below the S. But we'll see, who knows, maybe... It will be one. We do one every year, you know? Oh, Jeff, you weren't here earlier. I gave the first, like, 20 minutes of stream, I did, like, a gaming news... Zyla's relevant gaming news recap from the months that I've been off. And, I think I'm gonna be able to do a Slime-a-thon this September again, because, yes, not great that you lost 20 pounds. I knew what you were responding to. Losing weight when you're not meaning to is never good. It's usually a sign that something's very bad. Listening to our bodies. Do it, lady. In my gaming news, I mentioned that there is a full release date for Slime Rancher 2. Ooh, I've never seen those spawn in here before. Cool. Cool Jen. That's fun. So September 23rd, Slime Rancher 2 is fully released, and I am going to do a Slime-a-thon. We're going to play Slime Rancher every day for 7 days, maybe 5 days. We'll make it a work week thing, maybe instead of a everyday thing, because my days are busy. Super exciting. You know what's honestly throwing me off, like, hugely right now? I need my engagement ring sized. It's too big for my tiny infant hands. And I know because it's loose and I'm worried about it being damaged slash drop whatever, I kind of don't wear it at home. Like, at all. Who's gonna see it? Ooh, nice. What kind of run are you doing? I also have a chain that I wear the ring on in order to, you know, have it but not have it on if I'm doing something, like if out on a date or something, but like we're doing a physical activity on the way. And I literally just put it on for stream tonight because of the talking section I had in the beginning where I was giving you guys the recap on things that have happened. I thought you'd want to see my sparkle. But it keeps like rolling to the side because it's loose, like while I'm using this hand on Waz, so I kind of really don't want it to be an expectation that I wear this every stream. It'll sometimes be here, it'll sometimes be nowhere. It doesn't mean I'm not engaged anymore, it's just that I have stimulation issues. Wood, elf, giant barbarian. That sounds very fun. I'm pretty sure I picked magic user as usual in my playthrough with Jen. We'll go down this way. I always go over. We'll go down. Down, down, and around. Sugar, we're going down the winging. I'm pretty sure I picked like a Dragonblood Sorcerer. Something classic. I like Sorcerer. It's such an easy, nice, convenient casting class in D&D, in my humble opinion. I like it. Suplexed a harpy. Harpies deserve to be suplexed. Merch. Having a hell of a time finding a place that will restore and resize my raccoon. Oh no. Because they're like antiques. We found a place. No! I said this run has to be it. That's so annoying. That sucked. We found a jeweler. We just need to have the money for the jeweler. But savings accounts are being restored slowly but surely. I like hitting things hard. That's what she said! That's what she said! Bow, 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 bow. Speaking of affording things, Nate might not be working at the bakery much longer. He is exploring a very different and lucrative kitchen job. And he would be working 100 plus years old. Yeah, that would provide some difficulty. Mine is a family heirloom ring. It is not over 100 years old heirloom ring, though. It is 3 to 4 generations. I forget which. Which is not 100. I know it's not 100. I don't think it's 100. Because for sure, Nate's grandma wore it. And she's still, like, fully alive and shit. So if it was originally hers, definitely less than that. If Nate gets this new job, which I've asked him to not apply for yet because I'm too busy at work to let him go, frankly. I said, hey, could this be like a New Year thing, maybe? Does it need to be like right now? But like, it's so much money that he's like really excited about wanting to do it right away. And I've already told him that in general I support the idea and I want him to apply. He should apply. It'll be more fulfilling for him likely than baking. But, it is a minimum of 2 weeks on, 1 week off, or 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So basically, I wouldn't see him for like a full 2 weeks because he would be flown out of here, out of the city, to go cook for 2 weeks at a time. There was also the option of him applying at the Arctic Circle Kitchen and working 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off. And I said, no, aren't you afraid of bears? And also, I just don't think... I don't think that's quite as manageable as 2 on, 2 off. Or 2 on, 1 off, even. You know? The 2 on, 1 off option gives you a lot more money. I know! And the main reason he was asking, hey, Zyla, what would you say about 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off, is because he saw how much the Arctic Circle kitchen would pay versus the other ones he's looking at. And I'm like, yes, I understand it's an additional $10 an hour, but also it's the Arctic, and there are polar bears. No, I'm not sending Nate to Antarctica, but Nate almost tried to send Nate to the Arctic. And I'm like, no. You cannot go cook at the North Pole for 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off, even if it gives you $10 more an hour. I don't know, and just like with our brains the way they brain, and our lives the way they life, the cadence for our life could adapt a lot easier to 2 weeks on, 1 week off than 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. If Kendra could come with. I mean, I don't know. Whoa! I've never seen that happen before. I wonder if that was a spawn. I don't know if it's invitational, but I mean, hey. Just know, if y'all go, that's fine. I won't fucking be there. I don't want to that ornament. I'm gonna be working my croissant job like a happy little baker that I am. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Okay, I do still think I have time to complete the run. Even though it's not a 0 damage run. It's also not all perfect. I can still do all S, no items though. Once that's gone, we'll just start spending, gang. We'll just spend these sparks. There actually were not that many shop options, if I remember correctly. Good. You see what I mean about the soundtrack getting more hype as we go? They did a great job with that. Ah! You kind of get to know the shape of... Seen the thing too much, fair enough. You get to, like, the different ruins and, like, obstacles. Excuse me, the same shape every time. So you can, after running enough, you can kind of get used to knowing, like, oh, is there something on the other side of this? Is there not? I just misjudged my turn. Did unfortunately get diagnosed with ALS. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Anything's good can be expected. I totally understand. That's so hard. Ow! ALS is so brutal. We actually also got a diagnosis in the family today, pretty unfortunate. Nate's grandfather, who lives in Newfoundland, so not exactly a visit's distance away from us, got diagnosed with cancer today. We have a family wedding out in Halifax that we're supposed to attend in August next year, like August 2026. And our intention was to visit Granddad while we were there, just do a little trip from Halifax to Newfoundland, and now we're kind of waiting to hear back from tests and stuff to see if that's even going to be possible. I'm glad he's surprisingly okay. I mean, from what I know about ALS is that it definitely gets worse and worse and worse, like exponentially. Very scary. Wouldn't wish it on anybody. Why am I locking in now? I've already thrown the run. I just want you to see the final boss of the game. And if all things go well, I'll make it look easy. And then maybe you'll try it and hate me. That would make me feel good. It would make up for the fact that I threw this run. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jeff. We're rooting for you. This is the year of the grandparents. I lost my grandpa in January. My granny, his wife, is now in a care home. Nate's grandmother is hospitalized. We don't know if she'll be released, and if she is, she's going to need a wheelchair for the rest of her life now. She had a walker before this current hospital visit. Her husband is doing okay for now, but the family is worried that once she goes, he might not be far behind. He has his own myriad of health issues anyway. And now hearing from Nate's grandparents in Newfoundland is just like, it's a lot. 2025 has not been kind. Let's just put it that way. Alright. We're almost there. You know what? I said if I threw the run, we'd say fuck around and find out. I'm going to show you some of my favorite item combos if I can. Because I have all this fucking money. Is this a cooldown? No. Is that a cooldown? No. Haha. It does. That ability does not stack. Unfortunate. Don't care about any of those. No. 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 Well... Not amazing. Aging family sucks. Yeah, how dare they? I don't know if I have another shop before the boss. I don't know how far along I am. Another downside to me selecting the whole thing all at once is that I don't really know how far along I am. But could you imagine if I was selecting one level at a time? I'm 3 levels away from the end and it turns out there's like an unavoidable, you lose 100 health. That would be way worse. Oh, fuck. Ow. Okay, so I didn't explain any of the items I bought. I'm not sure if you read them all, but the most important one is I based on what was available in the store, I'm like, alright, I'll run a Sparks build. Meaning, on Spark Pickup, I have invulnerability for 0.5 seconds. That's per Spark, so per little bloop in the sky. 0.5 seconds of invulnerability. So basically, as long as I'm gathering a spark, I'm not going to take damage. And on Spark Pickup, I gain energies for my yellow boost bar. This is a cooldown every 6 seconds. I will gain 10% boost for 6 seconds. So that's repeating. On close calls, I'll have 10% boost for 5 seconds. And this magnet just increases the range that I can pick sparks up in, like as far as around my player character. And gives me 80 more total sparks available to pick up per fragment. And again, that is why I'm turning blue while those are happening. So while missiles are falling, I'll just try to pick up as many sparks as possible. Mitigate that damage. That has something going on. He had to swallow camera yesterday. Not like permanently swallow, right? Like, they just put it down and put it back up. Whatever it was, I hope you find answers soon, because, oh god, the not knowing, the waiting game, ask me how I feel about those. Spoiler alert, you don't want to. But yeah, I like, my favorite type of tabletop game to play in real life is deck builders. And so any game where I can, you know, craft a build, you know, with the knowledge of the items at my disposal, the more I am likely to enjoy it. I'm likely going to be playing the game for quite some time before I get the achievement, but I'll be sure to post about it in the Discord when it happens. Giant pill, tiny camera, records moves to distract. What? So he has to collect it out of his poo? How does that work? What if you miss it? What if it's inside a turd? Will it not be inside a turd? Is there like a promissory note that it could never ever land inside a turd? Is there a magnet? I have many questions. Hey, perfect landings. Minus cooldowns. We love that. Because, where's the cooldown one? This one, the boost, reduces that cooldown. If I do a perfect landing, and it'll give you more sparks, and then that will... If I gain 100 sparks, it'll also activate those, so like, I'm doing opted not to. That makes sense. I'm basically intentionally trying to do a spark build. Ooh, but I like my invulnerability one. Eee. Yeah. Good ol' intangibility. If you guys are interested, I can show you a couple videos I recorded of this game during my little hiatus of some item builds that I used, which ended up basically breaking the game. In a fun way. And I made it work, but like... See that number up top? It hasn't even cracked 200 during the stream today. And like, that is like a pretty normal top speed, I'd say. Like, you're going fast. For a no item run, if you're cracking 200, I'd say. In these clips that I recorded, yeah, that number was above 500. And those are meters per second. Not miles. Oh yeah, so fun. I did have a little bit of a meltdown during the first one, but that's okay. It's another one. It was another one of the boss fights. Anything neat? Nope. Okay, this is the final boss of the game. So if you don't want to see the final boss of the game, then go away. But you can stay. Again, my goal is to make this look easy. This is my 4th go at this boss today. My last attempt, I had all perfect landings except one. Based on how the rest of this shard went, I'm not expecting that, but I'm hopeful that this will go well. Sorry, I'm not going to explain anything in this level at all. I'm just locking in. These are the parts of the practice runs that I have to take seriously. Because I can't really, like, activate this part outside of doing the whole shard again. Come on. You can wall run. It's not like hitting the side is like an insta-death or anything. It's just really finicky. That was unfortunate. Good thing the run was already dead. Shit. That was a good landing. Fuck. Must be perfect. And yes, my path is basically the same every time. And no spoilers! No final cutscene for you, I'm skipping it.